Hello, beautiful lady. Yes, I am talking to you. It is Thursday, and you know what goes down here on Thursday. Wife Life with Dr. Gail goes down here on Thursday. So do me a huge favor. Make sure you're hitting the subscribe button and the little bell right next to it so you will know when I go live.
We're bringing sexy back. We're bringing sexy back.
Let's get it started. Harder, won't you give it up?
And so tonight, I want to talk to you about what not having sex does to a marriage. Now, let me just tell you that marriage is so much more than just having sex. I know that. I've been married for 36 years, okay? But sex is a large component to a marriage unless you and your husband have had a conversation about not engaging in meaningful sex, right? Now, I get inundated all the time about being in a sexless marriage or whatever. Being in a sexless marriage that is not a mutual agreement is just the surface. There is a root cause for why you have decided, whether you're the husband or the wife, not to engage in meaningful sex. And I'm talking about meaningful sex, not just having sex just because it's your wifely duty or it's your husband wants to get off. It's because it's something that you want to engage in. It's something that's healthy for both of you guys, and it's something that binds you guys together, okay? So when you're not having meaningful sex, here's a few things that can happen in your marriage. First of all, it can cause emotional distance between you and your spouse, right? And being emotional connected to your spouse is one of the best things that can happen when a marriage comes together, because emotions are stronger than just sex, right? And when you guys were dating and falling in love and learning about each other, you became emotionally connected before you became sexually connected, okay? So that's number one. Number two, it decreases your intimacy and your passion for one another, right? Because the longer you stay apart, the longer that you do not engage, you lose the passion that you used to have for your spouse when you was engaging regular, meaningful sex, right? And it decreases the passion and the desire. And it's just like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. And tomorrow never comes, right? Number three, it increases frustration and resentment, right? Especially if you're the person that keeps trying to pursue your spouse. If you keep saying, what about tomorrow? It makes you so frustrated because you're like, tomorrow is never coming, right? Let me let you in on a secret. Your spouse should be your sole source of where you get your sexual pleasure and your fulfillment, okay? And if you keep putting them off, it becomes frustrating and they become very resentful towards you. Okay. And number four, it reduces your self-esteem because you start to feel like, why don't they desire me? Why don't they want to engage in meaningful sex with me? What has happened or what have I done to them that makes them not want to desire me? Am I not bathing enough? Have I gained too much weight? Do I not make enough money? Are they getting it from somewhere else? All of these things begin to come up, right? And it just reduces your self-esteem, right? And then number five, it opens the door for infidelity, because if there's a sexual need that is not being fulfilled, sometimes people will go somewhere else. I'm not condoning infidelity. I'm not saying that's what you should do. What I'm saying is, if you're in a sexless marriage and you know that this is bothering you and your spouse is not wanting to work on it, you need to seek professional help, right? Because creating and opening the door for infidelity or stepping outside of your marriage is going to create much more problems than you already currently have, okay? So it opens the door for infidelity. So stop playing games, open your mouth, say what's missing, say what you need in order to engage in meaningful sex with your spouse, right? And then number six, it breaks down communication, because if you have one spouse that keeps wanting to engage in meaningful sex, the other person just keeps putting them off, eventually that person is not going to want to talk because they don't want to engage in meaningful conversations to get to the root cause of why you're not wanting to have sex, okay? And then number seven, this breaks my heart. but it can lead to divorce because some people are like, life's too short. There's nothing medically wrong with you. I have done everything that I'm supposed to do for you and you don't desire me. I'm going to go find someone else because I can't live like this anymore, right? And nobody gets married to end up in divorce. Nobody. I have never met a couple to say, Dr. Gail, I got married and I knew I was going to divorce him or her in 5 years. Nobody says that. Right? So whatever you have going on that is keeping you from not having meaningful sex, you need to work on it and you need to acknowledge your part in it and you need to roll up your sleeves, get some help and go to work and fight for your marriage, right? Because you need to have meaningful sex. Now, if there's some health challenges, if there are some other things going on with your body, whether you're a man or a woman, you need to open your mouth and be an adult and have a conversation with your spouse, not just keep putting them off, not making them feel undesirable, not lowering their self-esteem, not doing any of those things. Okay? Again, I hope and pray that this teaching helps someone. I love you guys to pieces. I am here every single Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will see you next week.